All right, everybody, we are back. Cam,
That's me.
you working hard back there?
Yes.
Do you have anybody? So I'm gonna say, guys. So I'm gonna pan over here. I don't think I'm gonna have any names in the show this skyline here.
That's not all of it. There's...
Guys, okay, so basically why I show that right there is that maybe answer your email if we send it to you, because we're getting, so Cam is working so hard and so fast. You know, I went to the post office, I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think every single day this week, and I was just unloading packages. But there are just people that just don't answer emails, and we have stacks of PSA cards on the table, which is kind of taking up a lot of room. So check your email, check your spam. Okay, it should come from james@greatagem.com. If it has a K in quotations in the email, it's from Cam, it's from Jay, it's from me. Not that that matters, but just, you know, check your spam. You know, I'm just looking over here. I mean, how long ago were these people? Like Tyler N. How long ago was that? Was that like 2 weeks ago?
that would be Tuesday of last week.
Yeah, Dalton G. Zhao.
And if you have responded and I haven't gotten back to you somehow, just start like a new thread.
Yeah.
Don't respond to the same one because it might get lost somehow.
Yeah.
Just in the subject line, like, call me stupid. Just be mean
yeah,
to me.
yeah.
Like,
just say, hey, you're an idiot. You missed this.
James@greatagem.com.
Austin D. David M.
If you've responded to me and I haven't gotten to you,
yeah.
start a new thread. Be mean to me.
Yeah.
It's
We
fine.
probably have how many cards do you think are on this table right here? Just this table.
Thousands.
Yeah, there might be a couple thousand. So, guys, if you from Graded Gem, we're sending it back a ton. I think we've made up quite a few weeks of backlog, but we just want to get your guys' stuff out of there. So, answer your emails.
I
So
don't want your cards.
we don't want your cards. We want you to have them. So anyway, we have so that's the Graded Gem update for this week. Just continuing to pop those out. So now we have the auction block. We start off with Fernando. So he has this one. Now, I usually don't do buy it nows, but for something that is really high end, we're talking at least 5 figures, and you know, at least that much. Here we have Blastoise 9.5, 10 centering, 9.5 surface, 9.5 edges, 9 corners. Does have a little corner whitening there. Other than that, it looks pretty perfect. And it says on the back, which I haven't seen before, it has a Leonhardt opening actually on the CGC label, which is not something you actually see too often on these. And so that had to get some kind of, I don't know if you call it a pedigree on CGC. I don't know if they call it something like that, but this was actually opened from a Leonhardt opening. You can find that on YouTube. So is that listed? Buy it now. And then these will all be for auction. He has some big cards here. So Pristine Rillaboom isn't one of the big ones we're talking about, but we have a Victory Cup 9.5 third place, Victory Cup 9.5 second place, and a Victory Cup 9.5 first place from 2011. This looks like a pretty nice, those are all 9.5s on all the CGC. 2 Blastoises right there, and then we have some more pretty cool cards. A Victory Medal, PSA 10, Pokemon Plaza, Palace Belt, PSA 10, Japanese from 2012, and Alchemy VMAX. You know, we just, you know, we throw in a couple, you know, really high-end stuff with some, you know, not to make fun of Alchemy, the birthday cake Pokemon, but you know, it's not quite a Darkrai Fan Club 10,000 points Japanese promo from 2007. You know what I mean? Then we have a Mew from Unbroken Bonds. So we break it up with 2 Mega Rayquaza EXs, Ancient Origins and Boring Skies PSA 10. Yeah, you're gonna have Fernando. You're gonna have probably a few of these cards on the Instagram post for the week, because there are some nice cards here. Gym Medal promo PSA 10 from 2014, Gym Leader Finals, and then a winner Play Pokemon Spring Battle Victory Medal PSA 10. And then we just have some 9.5 base set Squirtle and Wartortle, and then just a 9.5 Ho-Oh Crystal, you know, from Skyridge. You know, nothing too fancy right there. So here we have those for Fernando. So those will all be listed, except for the Blastoise. That'll be a buy it now, but the rest of those will be listed at auction for right there. And And then we have John. John, you have a theme deck. So this theme deck, I talked to Old School Pokemon, you know, the expert on the no damage Ninetales. He said this has a slim shot of being shadowless because the deck's on the top. There are damage counters. It says 10 damage counters. What else? They would have a better shot if the Charmeleon was in front of the energies, I guess. Which, you know, I guess that would be a better shot. But there you go. I'm not going to put shadowless on the actual title, but at least it has some shot because the deck is up top. And then you do have the damage counters and 10 damage counters and whatever on there. But there we have that. And then let's look at the graded cards, some legendary collection reverses, and some card-ass vending. PSA 9. I think I was talking to, yeah, Cam. I think I was showing him. This is pretty creep right here. This Gengar. He's looking over the shoulder of this little kid with the baseball cap, and he's not sure what's going to happen there. Little concerned what's going to happen there in the background. Never even seen that before. But actually, if you look at the back of these, some of these, the sprites of the actual old school Pokemon, I mean, they don't look anything like they normally do. I mean, look at this Charizard. Look what he looks like. And that he is not looking like Big Bad Charizard on there as he usually looks. And Venusaur also looks kind of strange. But there you go. PSA 7 on that one. Then we have Team Rocket, some Chrome. We have Blaine's Charizard 8, or Blaine's Charizard, Blaine's Arcanine. There you go, 8, and a Dark Vileplume with a. Oh, there's a half swirl, guys. Half swirl. Everybody likes half swirls. That's funny. That's when did that come into? I don't know. When do you think that came in? Was that like a year or so ago? 2 years ago? I don't know. It's not
big premium.
Yes, it's not too. It hasn't been for a while. All right, Austin, you have your Centiskorch V, your Charizard GX. You're gonna have 3 of these cards in one listing. So the Charizard GX from the promo from Hidden Fates tins, you're gonna have an 8, 9, and a 10 in a single lot. And then you have Jaren Jackson Jr. Mosaic Orange, 93 out of 99. Cam, for the 3rd time now, what team is Jaren Jackson Jr. on?
Hornets.
No.
Son of
the Memphis Grizzlies.
That's what I said,
That's
right?
what he said. Yeah, yeah. And then Unbroken Bonds, Reshiram, and Charizard 10. You will never know Jaren Jackson Jr. Memphis. Yeah, Triple J. All right. And then Allie, our good friend Allie, who sent the cards, are at PSA right now. I share that they had arrived for a cross grading. So he has some, as usual, some packs over here, but we'll show the couple cards that weren't getting cross graded because they're a little bit on the lower end. I mean, lower end, you can say that, but it's an Aquapolis Nidoking 7.5. Just a Championship Arena 8. You know, I guess I wouldn't count that low end, but it does have 7 surface and then 8 5s. On everything else, we really didn't think that would probably be a waste of money to try that as a 9. I mean, it might get an 8, but the surface was a 7. But yeah, you can have that. And then a 7.5 Shining Mewtwo, 7.5 Shining Charizard. So, as well as the packs, there are people on eBay who message me about these packs now. They're like, how many of these do you have? And I'm like, I don't know. You know, they just arrive in a magical box from Allie every week. I don't know. So I can't answer that question. But here we have some base set, some Fossil Unlimited, more base set packs. We have some Jungle. We have these Pop Series 7. These are the rest of them, so these just be all in one line. I believe there are 9 of them. Neo Destiny. I'm pretty happy with how these packs have been going for like $500 a piece. Neo Destiny Unlimited at auction, which is pretty good. And then we have some first edition Gym Heroes, some unlimited Gym Heroes. There's a first edition Fossil. Gym Challenge Unlimited. Then we have some of the movie promo or movie 2000 tops. And then finally these, the first movie with Mewtwo on the front. So, no, I do not know how many total, he has to send, but, I'm just going to keep listing them as he goes in. So, there we have that. Victor, you just have one card. That's a pretty cool card. We have a Korokoro Shining Mew PSA 9. So that is a pretty nice card. I believe this is graded at Graded Gem. Yeah, and then you sent it back, and you said, hey, just put it on the auction block. So there you go. Put it over there. And then Heising. I hope I pronounced that right. I have done quite. He was actually a person who sent me a first edition Neo Genesis box to break open when they were $400 something a piece for a first edition pack. So that was probably, I don't know, a year and a half ago. But he's sending in some cards to get on the auction block now. So we'll go through these CGC cards first. It's like we got some first edition Jungle. So as we go through these CGC cards, Cam, how have you enjoyed your first 2 weeks here? You know, you crushing it? It's a dream. It's a dream. You sound mildly sarcastic every time you say something, you know, over there. So, you know, I hope
Name
it's
one other job where you can just email all day and not get any response.
Well, you know, having worked in corporate America, that actually is pretty accurate. You have to follow up with these people a whole lot, actually. Yeah, it's like following up.
Just, why am I here then?
Yeah, just following up. You know, that's. I remember having to do that a whole lot. Sometimes you have to do it for like a couple follow-ups, and then you have to actually call them and just say, "Hey, what's going on here?" But you know, people usually have the excuse on that one, though. It's like, "Oh, well, sorry, I have other projects going on," but. Do people not, I think this is the joke Cam and I talk about, is that do these people not want free money? You know, it's literally their cards back. Unless you, just for your, do you not want your personal collection back, or do you just not want free money if you're going to sell them? I don't, and it's not like these cards are worth less than the grading fee. So it's not like, yeah,
there's a lot of really cool cards.
Yeah.
I just grabbed a stack and I'm like looking through PSA 10 Gate Guardian Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Why don't you want that?
Yeah.
PSA 10 Exodia the Forbidden One, Legend of Blue Eyes. Why don't you want this? This is a cool card.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, I have remember hearing it's like, oh, well, people might just, cards have gone down so much that people just abandon their cards. But I mean, it was literally like $8 or $9 a card. You guys have seen me on these auction blocks sell PSA 4 Jungle cards, right? And they still get more than $8. You know, they're almost always $10, $12, even for like the stuff that's the crappiest. So I don't know. I don't really understand it. You know, maybe Cam just needs to get on the ball and just do follow-ups. You know, to everybody. Maybe it's actually his fault. You know, it could definitely be actually. But I actually did a follow-up to everybody. Because I opened one and I had it over there, and probably like a fourth of them said they missed it. So, could be that.
At some point today, I'll follow though.
Yeah. Do that. Yeah. There's just a lot. I see a lot. I see a lot to follow up on. Yeah. All right. So there were some pretty cool EX, as well as some, just some fire red, leaf green, and all that stuff in that one from Heising, or I hope I pronounced that right, but you know, if I don't worry, it'll all be listed and we'll all get them. I don't really think people who are buying these don't really care who's selling them, but I just want to make sure and get those on there. All right, so Shaq, you are up next. So you have 5 Topps cards, Topps Series 2, 3 packs, 2 packs of the Topps Series, the TV animation. So there's a blue and a green right there. Then you have 3 tins as well, Jolteon and the Vaporeon. So that will be listed. I believe the 2 Evolutions ones will be listed together, and the what is that called? A Lunala? Yeah, I think that's what that's called. Will be listed separately. All right. So up next we have Luke, which Cam was just talking about Yu-Gi-Oh. Here's some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. A Winged Caribou, level 10. Cybernetic Revolution, first edition. Cyber Twin Dragon. It's funny with Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like sometimes I list these things and it's like they go for $50 or $20. It's like, okay, that's about right. And then some I list and it goes for $800. And I'm like, okay, well, I had no idea that was that cool. Usually when I see ghost rares, though, I know they probably have some value. So this is a Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand BGS 9. Look at that, an Edges 10. Ghost Rare, first edition from Shadow Specters. So there you go. Looks like a pretty neat card with that Ghost Rare right there. And then, as usual, Luke just usually has some of these PSA graded packs. Tactical Evolution, Dark Revelation, Volume 3. Not be confused with Volume 1 or 2. Enemy of Justice, Labyrinth of Nightmare 10, Dark Beginning 1, and then Light of Destruction, first edition PSA 8. So thank you to Luke for continuing to send in. I know you've sent in maybe like a package a week for a while now. All right. And then we have Frank. You're up next, Frank 2. He sends in like about 20 cards a week. That is appreciated. So you have a Psychic Energy 8, first edition. Then you have some Shadowless cards. But yeah, guys, we are getting through these graded gem stuff. I think the stuff, so we have kind of a upstairs, the newest stuff that needs to, or the oldest stuff that needs to get sent out. And once we get that, I'll go downstairs and get the newer stuff. All the stuff downstairs, I believe, I have gotten since Cam has actually started 2 weeks ago. So once we get through this stuff up here, which there's only, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6, 7 boxes over there, which should be next week. Those are through. We'll just get through the stuff that we got. So, technically we should be getting to a point next week where we're only going through packages that are 2 weeks ago. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. That means we're just getting stuff that arrived mid-January to us. Now, guys, don't email and just say, wait a minute, my submission was in October, or whatever. It's like, no, this is not stuff that was submitted in December. This is stuff that we got. So this is stuff we got in January. Now it'll be downstairs. But we still have some stuff up here that we received, probably late December. But it's catching up pretty well. I'd say within a couple weeks, unless PSA does another enormous wave, we should be pretty close to, where we should be on that terms. But I think we're actually getting through. This next one is for Steven. So let's see your cards here. But I think would you say most of the stuff you're doing now is like November bulk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This right now is October, but this one was a weird one that I noticed, like, oh, well, this one's October. So most of it is November and some December. Yeah. So, and November was kind of the peak amount of submissions that we did. Before we go into that, we have a Clefairy first edition base 8 and a Zapdos first edition base 8.5 BGS. Pretty cool. Pretty cool cards. You can see the scans on there, see what you guys think about the grades on there. But there you go. Thank you to Steven. But yeah, so November is the main one, and then December was also pretty huge. I'm not gonna lie, but once we get kind of through the December, we start to see January. I mean, it's gonna be it's all downhill from there. So we're kind of in the thick of it right now with January or November, but we still have I think 2 boxes over there we just brought up, and they're September. I feel bad. It's like, well, those need to be done next, because it's kind of weird how PSA sends stuff in. You guys probably know. It's like they don't send stuff. It's like you don't send stuff in September. They send that first. They'll send it randomly. But I believe like a few weeks ago, Tom sent me a list of what we gotten through. And I believe at least a few weeks ago, August had 1 left. But I think we did in August. I think you did in August, actually. So August is probably done. I think September was like 90% done. So we have 2 September up here. That might be it for September. And then, obviously we still have, I would guess, a decent amount of October and probably a bunch of November and an absolute crap ton of December. But then it's,
it's good. We're moving forward. The post office is like the woman today was. She was like, "Geez, what's going on?" I'm like, "Well, we have an employee now. That's just all he does. He just and he really enjoys it."
I actually don't remember what outside looks like. I'm really excited to find out. The gem is done.
Yeah, right. Leviathan. It's a pretty cool name. We have yours up next. So you have some stuff that you say you haven't really seen any sales data on. So we're going to see this is a 2001 Toon Dark Magician Girl Game Boy Dual Monsters PSA 10. So that's pretty cool. And then you have the things I'm talking about are not these, but we'll show these are some Weiss Schwarz. So here we have a Light of Love Gem Mint 10 Gold Signature from 2017 Japanese PSA 10. But yeah, you had you actually sometimes, guys, and it's helpful if I do have stuff that's like that I really haven't listed before. And he kind of gave me what to put in the title to have, because people who search for Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, White Sword, whatever it is, kind of have different search criteria and stuff that people don't care about. So he helped me with the titles on these. So the titles should be really good for people who are looking at this stuff. This is Short Snooze, Gold Signature from Amelia. I believe that is the set, 2017. So right there, Gold Signature. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see what those end at, because like I said, he was saying, fingers crossed, but he doesn't really honestly know what they go for, because he doesn't really see much sales data. And here's the last one, a Phantom Bullet, Gold Signature, Weiss Schwarz right there, Japanese, PSA 10. So pretty cool. I'm not really sure what they're going to go for either. This is an interesting one. This is the 10th movie commemorative promo from Japanese 2007. It's interesting because never seen these cards before, these 10th movie commemoration promo, but all of a sudden, Graded Gem, I can't remember what month it was, November, December, something like that. All of a sudden, I just got a wave of these cards. So some influencer, I'm sure, all of a sudden said, "Oh, these cards are undervalued," and a ton of people sent them to be submitted because I'd never seen them before. And all of a sudden, there was a ton of them in one wave. It was pretty interesting. And here's a PSA 10 Melee Pokemon Scramble. Pokemon Rumble, I believe it is in English. But Mewtwo as well. Same thing happened with the what is it called? What is that one called? The Charizard, the Japanese one. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called.
The Illustrator?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All of a sudden, there was just an absolute avalanche of those that came in at once. I'm guessing somebody talked about it. I think that was new at the time too, but I think somebody really probably pumped it up. But anyway, we have Andre. You are returning as well. You hadn't submitted in a while, but you had some more to send in. So here are some packs. Unlimited Gym Heroes. We have an EX Emerald, Neo Revelation Unlimited, and then an EX Dragon. Right there, very nice. That actually scans really. It's a really kind of a hollow foil, strange pack, but that scans really well. Then we have a Tropical Wind 9.5. This is the unstamped version, World Championship from 2004 9.5. Pretty nice card. We have a I didn't even know Yu-Gi-Oh was around in 1999. Japanese Flame Swordsman starter box, PSA 8. Then we have a Blastoise from base set 2, PSA 9. It was always interesting putting these cards in a Graded Gem because these titles of these Dragon Ball Z was so long. So this is a 2019 Super Dragon Ball Heroes UM8 SEC Son Goku Universe Mission 8 Secret Rare. So there you go. That's a long one of that. And then we have a Celebration Charizard 9.5 SGC. So there you go for that. So thank you to Andre. Looks like we have 3 people left. So Ben, you were up. We'll do this one because we'll do Brandon because you just have 3 packs here. 3, an art set of Jungle First Edition. And then Ben, you have 2 cards here as well, or a pack. You have a First Edition Neo Genesis Pikachu right there. Very nice card. And then we have a long pack Venusaur base set Mint 9. Now tell me why this is a 9 and not a 10, or why it's a 9 and not an 8. who knows? It's just who knows, you know? It's who knows. But I won't go on a rant about graded packs right now. That's for another day.
Speaking of,
yeah.
Where is that Jacob guy?
Where is Jacob? Where is Card Kahuna? Is he cahooning? Is he in Hawaii right now under a false? You know, he got a new identity. Or, you know, now he's the small Kahuna. All right. So we have. Oh, these are actually my cards. I said last week that I wouldn't be listing anymore, but these are already actually listed because I do these I do these like a couple weeks in advance if I have duplicates. Some of you like let's see, like Austin. You guys have seen Austin every week for probably 2 months now. He has quite a few duplicates, so you know I kind of list them out weeks in advance as I have time. So these are already listed, so you know they're going on. But after this, next week I'm not. Well, next week, well, I do lie. I'm gonna do Mario Pikachu's. I've got 4 of those, a complete set that I am gonna list. But all my other PSA stuff is just gonna sit until we can get caught up on this graded gem stuff. So I'm gonna be working even more on graded gem next week and the week after and blah 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 until we can get caught up to the point where you know, just the stuff that comes in, we open it, email people, hopefully they all respond, and we'll get them out, and that's it. Yeah, that'll be good. I've talked to Cam when he's up here shaking his head and doing deep sighs as he you know, doesn't as he sees another PSA 7 unlimited Jungle Pikachu. Saying what should we do when we're actually caught up? Should we celebrate with something? And he said he's going to open every single sealed product that he has as a result, and I'm just going to watch him.
I don't think I have a single sealed product. Actually.
You don't have a single sealed product? Not a single one.
I
just
literally don't think so.
Really? Huh.
What?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Open packs.
I'm a degenerate. I've already opened it. I've already given in many times over.
Okay. All right. So that's not going to happen. But we are going to open, you know, when Graded Gem is completely done, I'm going to open a heavy base set first edition pack, but looks a little resealed. It looks questionable. It's a bit questionable, but yeah, that'll be an interesting video. But when we get caught up, I don't know what. Should I open a sealed video game? You know? Yeah, but
Play some Smash Bros.
Play some Smash Brothers. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have anything that's. Well, I guess I do have some.
Southern Islands.
Yeah. See if get a PSA 6 Mew, you know, from
nice unlimited.
Oh, they do. Yeah, they do have 3 packs, right? How do you?
I think it's 2 Discovery, 1 Genesis.
Oh, that's not bad. You get a Lugia. I thought it had Jungle. It has Neos.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh.
Watch me be so wrong. It's like
unlimited fossil and a
like
base set
Italian,
2-pack.
Italian fossil.
Oh yeah, that's the worst. But yeah, maybe open that because that one is not. I listed it a while ago for like about market price, and now I think it's like $1,000 above market price now because it's been listed for so long. I think I had listed for like $2,800, which was like the cheapest at the time. But like, I was like the cheapest. I was on the cheapest on eBay. Yeah, and then I saw TCA Gaming bought one like a few videos ago. And he's like, I paid $1,500 for this. I'm like, okay, cool. So it's $1,000 less. Okay, so I think at that point I'd rather just open it because if it really has those 3 Neos, I mean that's probably $300 a piece just for those 3 packs, right? That's $900, and then you have a chance at the hollows.
Yeah.
So that doesn't sound too bad. Sound like a bad deal. But all right, I think that's all the cards. Well, I'm gonna see. Cam, can you just tell me what's in the? Can you tell me what packs are in the? He's looking up right now, guys.
Shout out TCA.
Yeah. So these are for the 2,000 people. The 2,000 people who watch this, there are probably 50 people that wait to the end. So you guys can just listen to this podcast.
Just has it on in the background anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. So he's going to look at, instead of literally Googling what's in it, he's looking at a video What's in it?
Neo Genesis and then
Neo Genesis
2 Neo Discovery, yeah.
Okay. That's not bad. Okay, maybe we'll do that when we get caught up. Because that doesn't seem too bad. For 1,500? So you could sell those packs for, yeah. So for like $600, you get a complete set. But you can do something, have a chance. Because isn't a Mew worth, well, I don't know. I don't even know prices anymore. Last time I checked it, it was worth like $4,000 something, $5,000. It's not anymore, is it? It's probably worth like $2,000. Which is funny. We're talking about that like it's a small amount of money. $2,000 for a Pokemon card. He's searching right now, guys.
100 words per minute. PSA 9, 400.
400 for PSA 9. Okay, garbage.
Now 7,000. Okay, let's see this.
It's probably no sold. Because that's one that probably doesn't really sell too often.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, nothing.
Rough. You could be the one.
Submit it $150 express and get it an 8. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty sweet. So,
Investor.
Yeah, investor man. I'm just gonna read. Okay, I'm gonna read out some. Well, there's only like 20 people watching the end of this. I was gonna read out some people who haven't emailed back, but if they were really this close a follower, I would think they would answer their emails or whatnot. So, okay. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Thanks everybody who submitted. And when do you think we'll be caught up? If you had to guess,
like caught up,
like you are opening the last box, like not the last final box, like the last box is in this office.
And then there's none here.
And then there's stuff shipping back, but I don't have it yet.
I mean, that's got to be like between a couple and a few weeks, right?
I would think. So that, yeah, I would think by the end of this month.
There's less than 10 up here.
Oh yeah, there's like 7.
Okay.
So yeah, end of this month. But we're at the point where I think we'll be only 2 weeks behind. And those 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago, they were shipping like six a day.
Yeah.
But the last 3 days, they shipped nothing, like 0.
Yeah.
So, and they're about to ship 2 of mine, which that doesn't count. Don't have to do anything for. So, yeah, maybe we'll do an unboxing for one of those because I think one of my submissions are kind of garbage. Has a whole lot of, Charmanders and Squirtles and all that crap. But one of them's really good.
I haven't seen a single one of those be sold.
Yeah, PSA 8s, uncommon commons. But, all right. That's it. All right, guys. We'll, talk to you again next week. And then once we get caught up, maybe we can actually do some actual content that people enjoy instead of this,
I love these.
Yeah, do you listen to these? If I went to YouTube, your YouTube right now, and looked at the red bar on the bottom and see how much you watched of the video, it would not be completely across all the way to the end.
It would be like 70%, yeah.
Well, that's more than I thought. I think it would be like 20%,
Because I got to hear what I sound like in the video, and, I got to regret things that I've said. And
right.
Oh, wow, that was actually really fun.
That's right, because you have a YouTube channel, but you probably you're not used to hearing your voice. It's kind of annoying, isn't it? Hearing your own voice. You kind of sound like a psychopath. Yeah. So there's okay. All right, guys. We'll talk to you again soon.